Veerashaiva Vidyavartaka Sanghas Veerashaiva College presents online classes. Paper 6.2 BSc 6th semester students. Chapter Digital Electronics. K-map. Karnaugh map. Karnaugh devised this K-map in the year 1953. It is a method to simplify Boolean algebraic expressions. The Karnaugh map reduces the need for extensive calculations by taking advantage of humans' pattern recognition capability. The required Boolean results are transferred from truth table onto two-dimensional grid where the cells are ordered in gray code, and each cell position represents one combination of input conditions, while each cell value represents the corresponding output value. The optimal groups of ones or zeros are identified. These terms can be used to write minimal Boolean expression representing required logic. K-map rules of simplification. The Karnaugh map uses the following rules for simplification of expressions by grouping together adjacent cells containing ones. First rule: groups may not include any cell containing 0. The first K-map that you are seeing here is wrong because we are including a 0 in the group. So this is wrong, and the right side one which includes a pair of ones, that is the right one. Similarly, second rule: groups may be horizontal or vertical but not diagonal. The first K-map that you are seeing, you see the two ones on the diagonal, which is not correct. This is not the way to group. We have to group the ones either horizontal or vertical sides only. Groups may contain 1, 2, 4, 8 or in general 2 to the power n cells. That is, if n is equal to 1, a group will contain 2 ones, since 2 to the power 1 is equal to 2. If n is equal to 2, a group will contain 4 ones, since 2 to the power 2 is equal to 4. The first K-map you are seeing, we have paired. It is a 2-variable K-map, and we have paired 2 ones that are horizontal along the horizontal side. And similarly, we have another K-map just shown below this, and this has 4 ones. It is also a 2-variable map, and it has 4 ones in the form of a square, and this is called as quad. The right side ones, wherein we have included 3 and we have included 5 groupings, this is wrong because grouping can be in the form of 2 to the power 0 to, so from 2 to the power 1 to 2, 3, 4 like that. So grouping of 3s, 5s, 7s are not valid, and it's wrong. Each group should be as large as possible. In the first K-map, I have grouped 2 quads along the horizontal side and a square ones, wherein this is also a quad, wherein we have 4 ones in the form of a square. So we should try to group as many number of ones as possible. So on the right side we have the same ones grouped as pairs. This is not correct because the groupings are in pairs, whereas it can be grouped as quads. So the grouping must be as large as possible. Each cell containing a 1 must be at least in one group. The one shown here, it should be at least in one group. No one should be left alone. They should be either alone or they should be grouped or paired with the adjacent ones. Groups may overlap. For example, in the first K-map, there is one quad here, and This quad has only C complement as the variable, and here we have another quad group of 4 ones. So the 2 ones are included, the 2 ones that is in the 1 1 and 1 0 cell, the 2 ones that are present here, they are included in 2 quads, horizontal as well as a square quad. So like this, it is possible to group or overlap the ones here. The grouping can be more than once. That is what is called as overlapping. The second one shown below is not correct, because first it is not maximum grouping of ones. The grouping should be as large as possible. That is not satisfied. And second thing, the groups can be overlapped. That is also not done. So this is not the right way of drawing the K-map. Groups may wrap around the table. The leftmost cell in a row may be grouped with the rightmost cell, and the top cell in a column may be grouped with the bottom cell. This is what is called as moving around the edges. There should be as few groups as possible, as long as this does not contradict any of the previous rules. For example, in the K-map shown here, the rightmost we have only 2 groups, and this is the most efficient way of drawing. Whereas here we have got 3 groups, but they are in 3 pairs rather than 2 quads. They are in pairs. So this is not the efficient way of drawing the K-map, and it's not a practice. Summary: no zeros are allowed in a grouping. Diagonal ones are not grouped. Only power of 2 numbers of cells in each group is possible. Group should be as large as possible. Every one must be in at least 1 group. Wrap around is allowed. Fewest number of groups possible. Now let us take an example here. Let us consider this K-map with this particular equation, f of AB is equal to A plus AB. So this particular expression has 2 ones here, which are marked here, and they are paired. They are grouped into a pair. And in a pair, we will see that one of the variable and its complement gets eliminated. For example, in this group, B gets eliminated as it changes form in going from the top one to the bottom one. When we move to the adjacent cell, top and bottom, the variable that is changing form is B. It goes from uncomplemented to complement form. So therefore, the variable B is eliminated, and we have only y is equal to A as the solution for this K-map. So this is a 2-dimensional map that can be used for up to 4 variables and 3. The map that is shown here is of 1-dimensional type, which can be used to simplify an expression of 2 variables only. There are 2-dimensional maps that can be used for up to 4 variables, and 3 variable maps that can be used. 3-dimensional maps can be used for up to 6 variables. Referring to the map above, the 2 adjacent ones are grouped together. Through inspection, it can be seen that the variable B has its true and false form within the group. This eliminates the variable B, leaving only the variable A, which has its true form. The minimized answer, therefore, is Z equal to A. We have another expression, and to this expression, the K-maps are plotted, and we have 2 groups. In group 1, we have 2 horizontal ones, and in group 2, we have 2 vertical ones. We have 2 groups which form 2 pairs. So in the first group, we see that notice that one can belong to more than 1 group. The first group labeled 1 consists of 2 ones, which corresponds to A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, and A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. In another way, all squares in this example that corresponds to the area of the map where b is equal to 0 contain ones independent of the value of a. So when b is equal to 0, the output is 1. The expression of the output will contain the term b complement. For group label 2 corresponds to the area of the map where a is equal to 0. The groups can therefore be defined as when a is equal to 0, the output is 1. The output is therefore a 1 whenever b is equal to 0 and a is equal to 0. Hence, the simplified answer is z equal to a complement plus b complement. The combinations which have the output 1 are represented by these what are known as min terms or minimal terms, and it is represented as function f of a b c d is equal to sigma m within the bracket 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 because these are the positions where the min terms are equal to 1. Min terms are nothing but the minimal terms, that is the rows which have the output 1 in the truth table. So these are the corresponding fundamental products for the min terms shown here. In this case, the 4 input variables can be combined in 16 different ways so that truth table has 16 rows and the K-map has 16 positions. The K-map is therefore arranged in a 4x4 grid. The row and the column values shown across the top and down the left side of the K-map are ordered in gray code rather than binary numerical order. A gray code ensures that only one variable changes between each pair of adjacent cells. Each cell of the completed K-map contains a binary digit representing the function's output for the combination of inputs. After the K-map has been constructed, it is used to find one of the simplest possible forms, a canonical form for the information in the truth table. Adjacent ones in the K-map represent opportunities to simplify the expression. The min terms or the minimal terms for the final expression are found by encircling groups of ones in the map. Min term groups must be rectangular and must have an area that is power of 2, that is 1, 2, 4, 8. Min term rectangles should be as large as possible without containing any zeros. Groups may overlap in order to make each one larger. The grid is toroidally connected, which means that rectangular groups can wrap across the edges. Cells on the extreme right are actually adjacent to those on the far left. Similarly, so are these at the very top and those at the bottom. Therefore, can be a valid term. It includes 12 cells and 8 at the top and wraps to the bottom to include cells 10 to 14 as it is, which includes the 4 corners. Here, this is a K-map, 4 variable K-map. Here, each cell is numbered. For example, if you take AB, the variable AB on the horizontal side, so the AB can take on values 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. This is the order, gray code order, not the normal binary number. So this is in the form of gray code. By doing so, by arranging like this, we see that the variable in going from one cell to the next adjacent cell varies by only one variable. Similarly, we have CD along the vertical column and they are marked 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So in all we have 2 to the power 4, that is 16 cells we have here, and these are numbered. Order is, the first one is 0, 1. You just observe, after 1, 2 is here last, and then 3. Next 4, 5, 6 is last, then 7. 12, 13, 12, 13, next 14, and then 15. Here we have 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we have 12, 13, 14, and 15. This is the order of drawing the K-map. Once again I am reading: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here we have a K-map wherein the ones are grouped here. Here we have 3 groups in this groups of ones. One is, we have 2 quads along AB complement. We have one vertical quad consisting of 4 ones, AB complement, and another quad we have in the form of 4 ones, in the form of 4 ones on the top, and the 2 ones are overlapped with the 2 ones on the extreme right are overlapped with the 2 quads, and at the bottom side we have a pair. So in all we have 2 quads and a pair, 3 groups we have. And in this group we see that once the K-map has been constructed and the adjacent ones linked by rectangular and square boxes, the algebraic minterms can be found by examining which variable stay the same within each box and which variable changes for. For the red grouping, the variable A is the same and is equal to 1 throughout the box. Therefore, it should be included in the algebraic representation of the red minterm. Variable B does not maintain the same state. It shifts from 1 to 0 and therefore should be eliminated or excluded. C does not change. It is always 0, so its complement is not C, that is C complement should be included, because D changes, so it should be excluded or removed. Thus, the first minterm in the Boolean sum of the products expression is for the green grouping. A and B maintain the same state, while C and D change. B is 0 and has to be negated before it can be included. Thus, the second term is. In the same way, the blue grouping gives the term. The solutions of each grouping are combined. Thus, K-map has guided a simplification, and that is the f of a, b, c, d is equal to AC complement, AB complement. This corresponds to 2 quads, and B, C, D complement, it corresponds to a pair. Don't cares are usually indicated on the map with a dash or X. K-maps allow easy minimization of functions whose truth table include don't care conditions. A don't care condition is a combination of inputs for which the designer does not care what the output is. Therefore, don't care conditions can be either be included in or excluded from any circled group, whichever makes it large. They are usually indicated on the map with a dash X. The example on the right side is the same as the example above, but with the value of f is equal to f for ABCD, that is 1 1 1 1. replaced by a don't care. This allows the red term to expand all the way down and thus removes the green term completely. We have another example wherein rightmost we have an octet, and in that octet we have one don't care term, and similarly the one at the bottom of the octet is being paired with another one adjacent to it. So here we have a case of overlapping, we have a case wherein we have a don't care condition is included here, x. So here we treat, as I told you, x can take on any value. The don't care conditions, that is x, can take on any value, either 0 or 1, and this can be decided to our advantage. For example, they are like jokers in a game of rummy, so we can let them take on any values. So the x corresponds to such jokers in a game of rummy. This yields, on summing this yields f is equal to a plus b c d complement. Because this is an octet, it will eliminate 3 variables and its complements, so we are left only with a. And similarly, this is a pair, so it's going to eliminate 1 and one of the variable, so we have b c d complement. Note that the first term is just a, not ac. In this case, don't care has dropped a term, simplified another, and removed the race hazard, the yellow as shown in the figure. The inverse case is simplified as follows: SOP.